Welcome back to Let's Talk Forex. So today we're diving into a topic that every trader should know about, and that's backtesting. So if you've ever had a strategy that felt good and that you thought should work, but you were hesitant to execute it because of a lack of confidence, then backtesting could be the way that you could overcome these confidence issues.
Hey, Alison.
Hey, Chris, how's it going?
Yeah, pretty good, thanks. I'm back home.
Nice.
I'm back home after regular listeners will know that I've been traversing Europe. I was in Malaga for a while and then I was in London. But yeah, now I'm back in Portugal now. And I was expecting to come back to glorious sunshine and it's been absolutely torrential. Just complete washout. My drains have overflowed. My kitchen is flooding. It's a disaster.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Absolute disaster. It's all right. No, I'm really happy to be home, actually. I was away for about 4 weeks, so felt a bit weird, actually, coming home. You know, when you've been away for a long time, you feel like it's not quite your house, or you don't really remember how you left things. So yeah, but it's nice. Now I'm getting used to it. I'm really happy. How have you been?
Yeah, fine. I must say the weather's also been very rainy here. We've had quite a few downpours, and then in between we have beautiful weather. So yeah, we've done a few. Well, this weekend we actually went on a very long hike on the beach. I think we did 12 Ks, which was a lot of fun.
Long.
Yeah.
But
it's also, I think the weather patterns seem to be changing everywhere.
Yep. Do you find that doing like a long hike on the beach is difficult, like walking in the sand? Do you not find it really tiring after a while?
Yeah, you do. And especially if you're sort of just looking at sand and sea, your feet start to get quite sore.
Yes. Yeah, no, it always seems like a lovely idea in theory, but then when you actually do it, it's exhausting. And then you're like, okay, now what do I do?
There's no respite and nowhere to sit in the shade. Well, where we were, it was like there was no real, it was sand dunes and sea. So you're quite exposed the whole way. Yeah.
Well, should we get on with this, with today's program? This episode today. So today, as you mentioned in your intro there, Alison, we're talking about backtesting, which I think probably a lot of beginners will have heard about. And what they probably don't understand is how crucial it is for building confidence in your own trading strategy. So backtesting is essentially a way of testing your strategy against historical data. And by doing this, you can see how your strategies would have performed against events that would have happened in the past. And by going through those price movements like they're happening in real time, you can gather really important data on how well your strategy is going to perform in the markets in the future.
Yeah, and what I really like about backtesting, as you said, it shows you how your strategy would have performed in different market conditions, but it gives you the experience of trading without risking real money. Kind of like a demo account, except there's, not that you're trading sort of live. You can go backwards in the market, of course, as the name implies. But it's almost like an athlete has to practice in order to refine their skills and build confidence. Backtesting also helps you to sort of see the pitfalls of your particular strategy and then, gain confidence in where it will work. And so because of that, it really gives you confidence in the live environment.
Yes, exactly. It does. But backtesting isn't just about proving that a strategy works. It's also about understanding how to manage that strategy. When you're confident because of your backtesting experience, you're much less likely to hesitate or second guess yourself when you're trading live. And without that knowledge that your trading strategy has been successful, when it's been backtested thoroughly and then it's been successful in a backtesting environment, if you don't have that confidence, then even the best strategy can be hard to execute efficiently, correctly.
Yeah, you're just not going to have the confidence to pull the trigger, even when you see your setup.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's where backtesting really is a very valuable tool. So I want to just go into how you backtest. Now that we've spoken about the importance of backtesting, obviously, for trading, you always need a clear trading plan. And that's usually a written document that defines your rules, your risk management, your entries, and your exits. And it gives you a consistent set of guidelines to follow when you're performing your back test on a particular strategy.
Yeah, it's really important that because you want to remove the guesswork when you're doing the back testing. You need a solid trading plan, And because you want to repeat this strategy constantly, because you need that reliable data. Because as I said, if you don't have the reliable data, then you don't get the confidence in your strategy when you're trading live. And this data will give you a real insight into your success rate, your average win rate, the size, your average drawdowns, how long your trades will typically last for. And you're only ever going to get this if you repeat it over and over and over again. And you start getting a smooth, clean averages, and you begin to understand what you can expect, with live data. Plus, it's not really, well, it is, but it's not just about whether the strategy makes money. That's very important, obviously. That's why we're all here. But it's also about seeing if the trades are manageable when it comes to risk. And that's something you really need to take account of, because as you mentioned, Alison, like in a backtesting environment, there is no risk. So you can potentially, you can have much larger risk outlays, but you won't be able to do that in a live environment. So it's really important to have that trading strategy set in stone, remove that guesswork, and have a solid risk management before you put it into a live environment.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah, and also you want to keep notes of how your strategy performed, or screenshots. I find screenshots are very helpful. And then you can create folders for your backtesting and, use note-taking tools, or, that help you track the patterns or the mistakes that you're making. And these are very helpful for reviewing and learning and then refining your strategy. It really helps, if you can compare the data if you first can get hold of that data, if you've done enough backtesting, and then once you've journaled that and taken screenshots, you can then compare it to a different strategy or different risk reward ratios even. I actually did a video about that a couple of months ago, I think, and showed the traders how to backtest, and then showed how you can just change certain parameters and get different results. And it's very powerful.
Really powerful. Yeah. And if you're really committed to backtesting, consider using a dedicated platform. Most trading platforms will offer backtesting these days. I think you're using TradingView in your video. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Alison?
Yeah.
Which got built-in backtester, MT4, MT5, the C traders have all got built-in backtesters. But consider using a dedicated platform. They are better, and they can streamline the process. There's, platforms, I think, what is it, like FX Replay.
Forex Tester.
That's right. Forex Tester as well. These are dedicated platforms, and I think they'll allow you to test your strategy over years in a very short period of time, which can be really, really helpful if you're looking for efficiency. But even if you're using a free tool, if you're just using a regular trading platform, the key is to be really thorough. You need to make sure you record every trade's outcome, and you make sure you review it afterwards. If you're not thorough here, if you do start missing things, or if you're not fully following your trading strategy, or if you not disciplined enough, or for whatever reason that your data starts getting corrupted, that's going to be worse than useless to you when you go into a live environment, because you are working from corrupted data, which can be very dangerous.
Backtesting really comes down to building a foundation of trust in your strategy. And when you've seen it succeed on historical data, you won't be going into the market blind. You'll be able to enter with confidence in your trading strategy. But one thing you do have to be aware of when you backtest a strategy is that you can't expect the same results when you start trading live. What I find is your results are often a little bit worse than what you get on your backtesting data. So that's something to be aware of, just in terms of your win rate, that you might not have the same win rate that you do when you backtest your trading strategy.
No, absolutely, something to be aware of. And one last reminder: backtesting isn't going to magically solve all your problems, all your trading challenges. It's just one piece of the puzzle here. Live environment includes the emotional ups and downs, which we've talked about a lot in the last few weeks. And also, the psychological part of it, and, all kinds of real life issues. They're going to come up for you when you're trading. So don't expect backtesting just to be a magic wand to kind of fix everything for you. You'll need to once you've got your backtesting done, you've got a solid backtesting, make sure you've got a good focus on risk management, make sure your technical analysis is sound. And, as we're saying, make sure you come to trading with a good mindset, and that you're happy and healthy when you do start trading.
Yeah. So I guess in summary, you if you're feeling unsure about a strategy, then, the way to really build confidence in a strategy is to backtest it, so that when you go to the live markets, you really know what to expect.
Yeah, absolutely. So thanks for joining us today. We hope this episode gives you the motivation to start backtesting on a regular basis, because it should, if you're not already doing it. If you have any questions about the process, or you just want to hear more about other trading fundamentals, please get in touch with us. You can reach us at podcast@fxscouts.com, or you can get in touch with us on any of our social media channels.
Yeah, and until next time, happy trading. And, as Chris said, reach out to us with any of your questions. And please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and to comment in the comment section below.
Cheers then, Alison.
Cheers, Chris.